Yo, what is going on YouTube? It is Dylan. We are back here with another tier list. Today we're going to be updating the best left outside linebackers in Madden 22 Ultimate Team. Now before we do go on ahead and update this tier list, if you are new to the channel, I would greatly appreciate it if you do leave a like on the video and also subscribe if you do enjoy. My end of year goal is to hit 10k subscribers. I could not do it without y'all, so I would greatly appreciate that. And also before we get into ranking all the new cards that came out, I feel like I was a little bit lenient on some of these cards, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna change up the tier list a little bit to the point where I think it's like this now. Now I know like the bottom tiers are a little bit flooded, but like I just really don't think there's a lot of good left outside linebackers in the game. Like for me, I was using Jaelan Phillips for a while, right? Like and I think he's on the same level as all these guys, right? But I feel like with all the new cards that are coming out, you can definitely kind of tell like the 90+ pass rush stats and the speed definitely make a difference. Jock went ahead and went down 2 tiers for me because of the fact that, you know, his speed was like the really good thing about him. But one, there's a better pass coverage linebacker that came out, and two, like I feel like the speed just, it's not as big of a deal anymore because cards are just that are coming out are just getting faster and faster and faster, right? That's how I came to this tier list. Now the first card we got right here is AJ Klein. AJ Klein is like absolutely horrible. There's not a good thing about this card, so I'm just gonna put him F tier. Like 84 speed is like the only positive. He can't rush the passer, can't play zone coverage. Don't run AJ Klein unless you run a Bills team. Next up right here, we got Azeez Ojulari. I think that's how you say it. And honestly, I don't really like this card. I'm going to put him in the D tier. The only reason he's not F is because he has 89 speed powered up, which isn't like horrible. You know, if you run a Giants team, potentially could get it up to 91 because I don't think you'd run a strategy card to boost the left outside linebacker speed. Pass rush moves are pretty awful. I mean, he has 70 finesse moves. 70 finesse moves really isn't that good, right? And that's why he's in the D tier. He's fast, but doesn't really have great pass rush moves and also can't play zone coverage. Except right here, we got Tyus Bowser, who again, I'm gonna go ahead put in the D tier. Don't really think he's too good. His decent speed powered up would be 86 and also a 85+ pass rush stat. His finesse moves, his power moves are 70, so it's pretty low. And given his traits, the power moves do matter too. So I mean, I just think he's like whatever, like he's not really too great. Also can't play in his zone, so he's really not a great pass rusher. And he doesn't have good zone coverage, so D tier. Imagine what I just said, but +1 speed. So Josh Allen, I mean, he's pretty fast, right? But pass rush stats really aren't great. That would be 87 speed, hit 86 finesse moves, and given his traits, you have to look at the power moves too. His power moves are only 70. I think that hurts him quite a bit, and I don't really think he's too good. Really, Josh Allen cards I would say are like a budget piece. I really don't think this card is that good. And also, I just noticed this Lorenzo Carter also needs to come down. The thing about him was speed and a little bit of pass rush, but he's really dated now. Honestly, I'll put him in the C tier just because he has somewhat of pass rush moves. I'm also going to move a little bit of people up. Like, I'll go ahead and move Bud Dupree, TJ Watt team of the week, and Harry Carson right here into the B tier. I feel like the C tier was a little bit too flooded, and I think this is probably where I would go for the B tier. I think Bud Dupree and TJ Watt. Really, I lied. I'm gonna move TJ Watt down to Jaelan Phillips right here. Pretty solid pass rush and speed, so I think this is what my B tier is looking like. C tier is just pretty much like dated base elite cards. I'll move Mack up there because Mack is pretty solid as well. Before we rank Matthew Judon, I'm actually going to change it up a little bit more. So pretty much everyone I ranked moved up a tier. I think all these guys are way better than like Jamie Collins, Clay Matthews, Kevin Pierre, Luis. They can actually do something. Matthew Judon, I'm also going to put him in the C tier. Pretty much what I said about Josh Allen, Tyus Bowser, decent speed. He'll have 82 powered up. Has really high power moves, but again, now he has 70 finesse moves, which given his traits, you do have to look at both of those. Doesn't have great zone coverage, so he's a decent pass rusher. That 70 finesse moves does hurt him a lot. Justin Houston right here, we finally got someone who I think is in the higher tiers. I think for sure I'm going to put him in the A tier. Houston, 86 speed powered up, good speed. Will hit 90 power moves and has like pretty decent 84 finesse moves. Not really bad at all. Pretty good pass rusher. Just the reason why he's not S is because he does hit 90 finesse moves as well. And has decent zone coverage of 77. So if you need him to drop into a zone, he can. I think he's way more of a pass rusher though. Also has 90 block shed, which is pretty good as well. Good run defender, good pass rusher. good card. Right here we have Joey Bosa, who I am gonna put in A tier, but I think Justin Houston is a lot better than this card. I think Joey Bosa is still one of the better pass rushers in the game, but I think he's slightly more towards the bottom in the A tier. Powered up 86 speed is pretty good. So has 91 finesse moves. Powered up will have 88 power moves, so pretty good all the way around, right? The reason why I say this card is slightly more bottom end of A tier is his block shed. It's a little bit low. I'd like to have 90 block shed at least. He has 83, which isn't really terrible, but compared to like Justin Houston's 90, it is a little bit low. Lastly, right here we have the best pass coverage linebacker for left outside linebackers, Anthony Barr, for sure S tier. If you want to use our linebacker or just get a linebacker with lurker, if you want to use linebackers, I think Anthony Barr should be on your field. All right, so the good things about Anthony Barr: 6'5", good. Lurker has 92 speed powered up, really good speed. 90 zone coverage as well, so we'll have the fastest tier reaction time in the game. Now time for the negatives, okay? Being a main pass coverage guy, I think his archetype is a little bad. If he was a pass coverage archetype, I would really like this card. He would get lurker for 1 AP instead of 2, and also he brings basically nothing to the pass rush game. I mean, 70 finesse moves is like whatever. If you want linebackers to play zones and cover, I think Anthony Barr is a good choice for you. One of the best pass coverage linebackers in the game, like I said. And yeah, boys, this has pretty much been my tier list. Let me know down in the comments what you agree with, what you disagree with, who you think should go up, who you think should go down. And like I said at the beginning of the video, if you enjoyed, make sure to hit that like button and also subscribe. Appreciate y'all clicking on to the video. Hope you have a great rest of your day. But other than that, man, has been your boy Dill. I'm out. Peace, y'all.